Have you ever been wondering why some people seem to make it in life and just kick butt and some people don't? Well, I'm here to tell you that I get it. I understand where you're coming from because I was once there. Watching YouTube videos, scouring the internet over and over again, trying why is what I'm doing not working? Why isn't it working out for me, but it's working out for everyone else? I did the same thing. I would scour YouTube, I would scour the internet, I would do whatever I had to do. But it wasn't until I got a mentor or coach to help me when I started seeing my results change in life dramatically. And that is what I'm going to explain to you in this video. So sit back, get a piece of paper out, hold on, and take notes, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, like I said in the opening, have you ever been that person who just watches video after video after video and reads books and does things and you never get the success that you thought you would get? Or does a program that you bought turn into shelf help or give you no results and you don't know why? Because with that program never came any coaching or tools on how to get you going. See, I believe that a program does a lot of good if you have the discipline to do the program. But if you have questions about the program or you want any kind of help regarding the program, if you don't have someone you can go to, what are you going to do? Well, the average human being will just put that on the back shelf and say, well, you know what? It just wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't for me. So my question to you is, if you did have a mentor, would you listen to what they're saying? And you might respond with a, yes, of course I would. But believe it or not, very few do. And what do I mean by that? I mentor and coach a lot of people. And on some of the people, or a lot of the people that I coach, they might say something to me like, I'll ask them, did you do this? And they'll say, well, you know, I didn't have time, or this came up, or this came up. So is what takes place is the excuse just starts coming up of the reasons why. And our mind will help create those reasons or excuses to give to us. Or you might get a, well, you know, I don't think that's the best thing for me to do. I can't see where there's going to be any help in doing that. Now, if you don't believe in personal development, let's say Bob Proctor, who I was mentored by, or anybody else who followed that lineage, that's fine, that's understandable. But what you're doing is obviously not working, or you wouldn't be contacting a mentor, a coach, me, or anything like that. You have it figured out on your own. So your way is not working. But you don't want to try someone else's way because you don't feel that's going to be a good fit for you. So what are you doing? You're bringing back in your thinking into the equation and saying, no, this is how I think you should coach me or teach me along. But your way wasn't working. So it's kind of redundant why you would want somebody else to do it for you. You're going to get the same result. And the name of the game is changing our results. How can I do things different? This doesn't make sense. Well, when Bob Proctor came at me, he said, do the things I tell you to do until you can prove to me that I'm wrong, and then stop doing them. Well, nobody yet has been able to really prove to Bob Proctor that his ideas and his philosophies were wrong. Now, are all of my philosophies 100% Bob Proctor? No, I would say probably 95% are. And I get thanks from everybody. There's a lot of people out there who have a lot of great information. You know, there is, and the list is long. I can start off with Ed Mylett, Tony Robbins. There's so many people out there. There's Joe Vitale, John Assaraf, Peggy McCall. There's so many. But what do I want? I want to get what I need from them But most of the time, or more often than not, I should say, the information that they have is the same information that Bob was telling me, but it's just spun a little different. And I start to realize that. So when I started doing things that somebody told me to do, I started getting results. I stopped resisting what it was. So an example, let's say you want to run on a track or go do a hike, and you've never been down that trail before. Okay, you haven't done it before, but your buddy does it every single day. He does it a lot. So you can go to him and he will tell you or go along with you and say you want to watch out there. It's slippery. There's some big rocks there. It's quicksand over there, or there's some sharp objects over there. Avoid that. Or that's poison oak. Don't run through that. All the things that could go wrong. Or don't go that way because it's a cliff. There's so many different things that he knows of. How does he know? Because he has ran that before and he's watched it. He's gone through it. He knows. So when you have a mentor in life, he knows those things you're going through. And you might say to him, I'm going to try that. And he might say, don't do that. I tried that. It didn't work out. And that is good. That's helping you right there. You avoided a huge pitfall right there. So I love it when I talk to someone and I will tell them something and I get the thing back going, you know what? That's a good idea. You're right. There is nothing more satisfying than that in itself. Even if it is free information, there is just nothing more satisfying. So the point of this video is to explain to you, if you need help, my gosh, get help. You will not be sorry you paid for help or you got a mentor to help you out. Because first off, you're not going to go nowhere in life, especially if you've been trying, you ain't getting nowhere. Second off, even if you do get somewhere in life, the chances how long it would take to find out all the pitfalls and all the things you have to avoid and do to get to where you want to go to, we're fighting against time. We only get so much time on this earth. I'm sorry to say, one day we expire and we're done. So we're put on this earth in our body to do a certain task, and we can live how we want to live. And then that's it. You don't get another bite at the apple. That's all. Did you enjoy the life that you had? Or did you not enjoy the life that you had and just live, quote unquote, comfortably? Yes, I had the white picket fence. Yes, me and the wife grew old and had a couple kids. And that's all we did, because that's all that I was supposed to do. That's all I was raised to do. That's generation after generation after generation. You didn't give no extra to anybody. You didn't help anybody out. Sometimes seeking more has to do with our personal happiness, how we feel inside, what I can give. And the minute I stopped hiding behind that, the minute my results started changing. If you don't go to the gym, let's say you're a gym goer, and you know that the hardest part about getting to the gym is just getting there. Once you walk in the door, when you walk out, you have a feeling of like, I'm so glad I did that. Well, it's the same feeling when you get help from a coach or you go through, you get the same exact feeling. But now I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad I did that. I have a couple clients of mine who tell me on a daily basis, I'm so glad that you've helped me get through this. I mean, it's just amazing how fast my life has changed because of you. But before I did this. I got a lot of programs before I got mentorship. I really did. And a lot of them are behind me. They've all turned to shelf help. Now I can go back to them now and understand that's what that program was trying to teach me, because now I know. So if you need help in any field, please reach out and get the help. If it's me, I'm Chad at Unlock Wealth Consulting. That's great. I'm here to help you. If it's someone else, that's great. But that thing that we can just do it on our own, that's not where we can do it on our own. The minute you stop doing that, the minute your results start to change. All right? So below me, in the description, I'm going to put a copy of my book. It's a free download. You can read the book. You can see what I went through and the struggles I had to go through to get where I'm at today. And my story is a very funny story, but then there's a lot of pitfalls in there. You can reach out to me. I'll put a link down there for a 30-minute free coaching call with you, and we can pinpoint exactly where you're at and where you want to go and what you've tried, and also suggestions out there of what you can do. And it won't cost you a dime. We'll just get on the call and we'll do that. So I'm Chad at Unlock Wealth Consulting, and I hope you guys have a great day. And just remember, to change your results, something must change, because the same old thing gets you the same old thing. So thanks for watching this video. If it gives you any kind of value, please share it. Give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And you guys have a fantastic one.